Hello everyone. So yesterday we have finished conduction part. So today we will start convection. What is that? Convection. So as before only I told you that there are three modes of transfer of heat. First one is conduction, another one is convection, and one more third is that is radiation. So today we are going to start this convection. Okay. So what is the convection meaning? So in one line, I will write like this. The process in which heat is transferred it is transferred from one place to other from one place to other by the actual movement by the actual movement of of particles of the medium due to difference in density. Due to difference in so the process in which heat is transferred from one place to other by the actual movement of particles of the medium due to difference in density. What is the meaning of this? The last topic, if you remember, you see, we have finished conduction, and there is conduction through rod, yes or not, but not through the medium. Here it is what particles of the medium are responsible for the conduction in this mode of transfer of heat. Which mode of transfer of heat? That is convection. Now, what is the example of these land bridges and sea bridges? Okay, so in land bridge during daytime, land will be hot as compared with water. So heat transfer takes place from land to water, and that's why it is called as a land bridge. Yes or no? So okay, that example I will tell you later. So first of all, let's note some points about this convection. So takes place convection takes place in a fluids. In a fluids means what? Any type of fluids. Okay, for example, air. This is also one type of fluids. Okay, and it is more predominant. It is more predominant in a liquids. in liquids. Now, this convection is having two types. That is here convection, and there are two types of convection. That is, first one is natural and another one is forced. Natural, another one is forced. Okay, how many types are there? Two types, natural or free convection. We can call it as also free or free, natural or free convection. And this one is what? Forced convection. So note down this first, these points. Then I will explain. This natural or free convection is what and forced convection is what. Okay, next. So let's see now. First one, that is A bit I am writing. Natural or free convection. Okay, first type of convection is what? Natural or free convection. Let's see what is this. If the fluid particles, if the fluid particles move only if or only due to the temperature difference, only due to the temperature difference. That is in bracket you can say density difference also, right? Density difference. Then it is called natural convection. Natural convection. What is the example of this? For example, some example I am taking. Sea breeze, comma land breeze, comma trade winds, monsoons, etc. Yes or not? These are the some examples. Let's discuss one example. So as you know, this sea bridge and land bridge. See here, sea bridge, and here it is land bridge. Okay, wait, let me draw a small diagram for you. How it is. Sea bridge. First we will see sea bridge. Now assume that this is a sea. Okay, here you can see this is a sea, and this is what? Soil. Yes or not? This is what? Soil. This is soil, and till here it is water. Sea we can see. So what happens? Night time. Night time. This one becomes cool. Becomes cool faster. This will remain still hot. Night time में क्या होता है? The water will take longer time to cool. This soil will become cool faster. So जो the wind is there, no, it will start flowing from sea to soil, and therefore it is called as sea breeze. So how the transfer of heat? How the transfer of heat takes place? Through the medium, air medium. Yes or not? So that's why hot air particles will move from hot end to cool end, and that is what your sea breeze is. Understand? Why soil becomes cool? Because of specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity of water is more as compared with soil. Specific heat capacity of water is greater as compared with specific heat of soil, and therefore this water will remain hot, but the soil will become cool during the night time. Yes. Next, second one, let's see land bridges. Land bridge. Now let's take same sea and all, and this is a land here. Okay, so you can see here it is a water. What happens? During daytime, soil becomes hot faster. So this is a hot, it is a cool. So what happens now? The air will flow from hot end to cool end. How it will how it will flow? Hot end to cool end, and that's why it is called land bridges. And how heat transfer takes place? Through a medium, that is air. Okay, how the heat transfer takes place? Through the particles of the medium, that is through air, and therefore this is called land bridges. Yes or not? Clear? Understood? So this you know already, land bridges and sea bridges. Next point. Next point. Natural convection takes place. Natural convection takes place only if gravity is present. That is That is, it cannot natural convection takes place only if gravity is present, and it does not work in gravity free space, we can say. Cannot take place in gravity free space. Okay, for example, orbiting satellite and freely falling lift. This is what cannot take place. Okay, and natural convection takes place only in case of gravity is present. इसका example क्या लेंगे? What is the example of this? Ventilators placed below the roof allow hot air to escape. There maybe they are asking questions, why ventilators placed below the roof? Okay, how it is, see here, I am drawing a small diagram for you so that you will understand. Suppose this is a roof, and here you are having some ventilators below the roof exactly. So what happens? So air which is near to the floor, that is cool air, and this one is hot air in a house. Okay, inside house. So inside house, cool air will be down and hot air will be up. Why? Because of density, obviously. Q rho will be maximum, here rho will be minimum. Yes or not? Mass per unit volume, because hot air has more volume. Okay, so density will be minimum and this is maximum. So therefore, this hot air should escape from these ventilators. Okay, what should happen? Through these ventilators, this hot air should go out and our house should be always cool. Therefore, ventilators are placed just below the roof to go out the hot air so that the house will remain cool. Understood? Okay, good. Next. Now, the B1, that is forced convection. What is that? Forced convection. Now, this is not natural phenomena. Okay, so what I can write? If the fluid particles, if the fluid particles if the fluid particles are forced to move by an external agent, such as fan, comma, air blower, comma, pump, etc. We are using these things all, fan, air blower, pump, etc. Then it is called forced convection. Then it is called forced convection. And its example is heat transfer to parts of human body. Heat transfer to parts of human body. This is what the example of this forced convection. That is, you can write blood circulation. This is also first one. Yes, this is not natural, right or wrong? Heat transfer to parts of a human body, that is blood circulation also. Yeah? Got it? Forced convection. So next one, convection coefficient. Next topic, that is convection coefficient. In forced convection, the rate of heat flow is proportional to the surface area and the temperature difference between the surface and the fluid. Between the surface and the fluid. B by W means between, okay? Yeah. If you want, you can write like this, okay? Between the surface and the fluid. That is what, see, H is equal to Q by T, and that is equal to HA delta theta. And here H is what? H is what? Convection coefficient. Convection coefficient. That is how I can write before its step. You can write like this: the rate of heat is directly proportional to A, and the rate of heat is directly proportional to delta theta, where A is what? Surface area, and this is what? Temperature difference. Okay, so after that you have added one proportionality constant, that is called convection coefficient. Clear? Understood? And if you want, you can write H is equal to Q by A delta theta into T also, if you want this, right? Clear? This is what? Convection coefficient. Let's solve one small problem on this model so that you will understand. Okay, note down this first. Next, so problem A runner moves along the road. A runner moves along the road. A runner moves along the road at 2 meters per second. At 2 meters per second in still air. In still air, that is at a temperature of, that is at a temperature of 29 degrees Celsius. His surface area is, his surface area is 1.4 meters square, of which approximately 85% is exposed to the air. Is exposed to the air. Find the rate of convective heat loss. Find the rate of convective heat loss from his skin at a temperature 35 degrees Celsius to the outside air So they have given coefficient of convection, coefficient of convection for dry air, and bare skin at wind speed (2 meters per second) is 22 watt per meter square degrees Celsius. Okay, this is a given. Although it looks very big question, but it is very easy. So let's solve. So first of all, try to understand. There is a person, okay, right, and he is running. Yes, and now around he is having some air. So what you can say, in the question he has given, a runner moves along the road at 2 meters per second, means he is running with the speed 2 meters per second, and his surface area means his surface area. So given जो है area is given, how much it is, 1.4 meters square, and out of this 85% exposed to the air means, so area effective we can say is what, 85 by 100 of A, that is equal to 85 by 100 into 1.4 meters square. This is what area effective. Next, find the rate of convective heat loss. He is asking what rate. Rate means what? H. H is equal to Q by T, which is equal to question mark. He is asking. His skin is at 35 degrees Celsius and still air is at temperature 29. So if I will take delta theta, how much you will get? 35 minus 29. This is equal to how much you are getting? How much? 6 degrees Celsius. This is what? Delta theta. So now next what he has given again. One more thing he has given, that is H. H is how much? 22 watt per meter square degrees Celsius. Yes, this is also given. Clear? Now, so next, what is our formula? Q by T is equal to H A delta theta. This is area effective we have to take here, okay? Because he is exposed to the air, but how much area out of that? 85%. So let's find out this H. H is equal to Q by T is equal to, this is 22 into 85% is how much here? 1.4 into 85 by 100, or 85 by 100 into 1.4. Choice is yours. You can write anything. In multiplication, not an issue. 85 by 100 into 1.4 into 6. Yes. Yes or not? तो अभी देखो कितना आ रहा आंसर. Do it yourself. Just multiplication you have to do. Do it. So this is coming something 184.8 into 85 divided by 100. So it is coming 157. Check करो. Check करो. How much answer is coming? You are getting 157.08 is what exact answer. है ना? This is again watt, right? This is what your answer is. Clear? Both easy. Hai? It is very easy. So note down this one more time. I am showing you this slide. Try to understand. So this human body is at 35 degrees Celsius. No, how much they have given? 35 degrees Celsius. And this one is 29 degrees Celsius, around the air, whatever it is. So delta theta is 6, and all these things is given. Just go through this, note down this, and solve. This is the first, and this one is next. Okay. Right. So let's stop here. And this is the end of your convection. Next, the last mode of heat transfer, that is radiation, that we will start next class. Okay. So note down this, revise once, and whatever yesterday I have told you to do the experiment, try at least on Sunday, and give me the best demonstration. Okay. So let us see who will do best demonstration. Try to do yourself. Okay. Engine horse experiment. Don't forget, tomorrow is holiday, no, Sunday. So you try it on tomorrow. Okay. Bye.